helps to turn the camera on or open the lens or whatever you want to call it. Good morning. Welcome to JB's Crochet. I'm Amber and Merry Christmas Eve. It is December 24th and I've been informed that tomorrow is Christmas by my youngest. I said, no, it's not. He goes, it literally is. I said, I don't think so. But he's informed me that it is indeed Christmas tomorrow. And I figured I would throw out the last 5 gifted memberships that I have available this morning. I did talk to my husband. I told him, and he's okay with it. And we'll be doing at least all of next week, probably right now. And yes, welcome to all our new members. Yay! Let's see. Okay, so today's agenda is, well, not necessarily to get it done. I mean, I do want to get it done, but tails on my mom's blanket. I'm working on those. And then I still got to get my daughter's pants sewn together. I didn't do that yet. Good morning. And let me see. Good morning to everybody. Oh my goodness. Good morning, BB, Melissa G, Lana Nana, Arlena, Frizzy B, Marlene. Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Merry Christmas. You will always hear me say Merry Christmas. So yesterday I did a Michael's order online pickup thing, and I did not go shopping. Well, I did shop, but I ordered some diamond art kit stuff. I went ahead and grabbed this. It's probably not going to fit the one that I ended up buying because I think it's 11 by 16 and this is 16 by 20. But I had originally picked out a hummingbird one that was very similar to that hummingbird picture on the front of the Herster's catalog. And I was like, I need that one. But it was out of stock. So they canceled that part of the order because it was out of stock. So I said, well, I want a diamond painting to do. And so I did a second order and I waited till that one was ready to go pick up the rest of the stuff I had ordered. I got this one. So I'll be working. I know it's not the brand name diamond art, but I'm hoping it's a decent one. I don't know what's good and what's not in this world. I'm just getting my feet wet. But I got this diamond art kit. It was on sale. I think it was like $15 or something like that. With the % off. And this wasn't too bad. This was like 20 something. And it's a light board. You can actually turn it on. It won't come on right now because it's got to be plugged in. But this is supposed to help you see your diamond art maybe better. I don't know. And I know I need lots of light around here, so. Oh, this sweater. I love it, but it is very warm. Good morning, Lisa H. Good morning, Maddie. So yeah, that's the painting the diamond painting I'm gonna try and do. It's all black around here. So it's a lot of black in here. But that's okay. Yes, it does still look pretty. And y'all check it out. Eden. I am not an embroiderer, so my embroidery work is not the best. Like, I can make the animal, but embroidery stuff, not my forte. But you know what? He ain't gonna care. I told him, look, I was like, check out my panther. So now he calls this a black panther, y'all. So this might be a black panther. It does look like a little black panther. It's so cute. And I left his tail floppy. So it doesn't have any, like, there's nothing in here. It's just the blanket yarn tail. It's not stuffed. I barely stuffed the legs because I wanted them to stay floppy. So they're only stuffed to about like here. He doesn't really stand up on his own. because of that. And that's okay. I don't need him to stand. Oh, no. So he is in true form a floppy kitty. But I really want to try making one where there's like 8 legs on this thing and make a octo kitty. I've been teasing Marty to make what was it, an octo unikitty? So maybe I just need to come up with my own octo unikitty. He's the same size as the orange one you had made. That's so cool. Yep. And then I decided, he doesn't really need anything on here. I don't know. Black cats don't really need the pink area right here, so I just left it. He kind of looks like he's got devil horns a little bit. And it is nice, and he's got that floppy squishiness that I wanted. I didn't want a stiff, So I made sure to stuff this head nice and tight, but also leave it squishy. And he is squishy. So I did try to follow the pattern with the mouth here, so it kind of works. It doesn't really quite meet the nose very well, but again, this is me nitpicking. He ain't gonna care. He's really not gonna care. He loves it already. He doesn't even realize it's for him. He goes, "Is that for me?" I said, maybe. It could. I don't know yet. I kept joking last night that I don't have enough time to make another one, so I guess he'll just have to wait and see if this one's his. So he really doesn't know if it's his yet. There you go, hang it right there.
So I opened my advent calendar, and this is
oh boy,
in it.
That's quite the puzzle.
Yeah,
let me see that.
Hard.
What in the world? This looks like a torture toy.
You gotta get all of those to the bottom, I think.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It is still really dark outside for us right now, so I don't know. We're not expecting to have any kind of weather today, so I don't know what's going on with the sky outside. And then yesterday, Miss Purdy Kitty came. Miss Purdy Kitty came. Isn't she cute? Miss Jax over at Creations by Jax made this, and she has a little satchel lavender. This is how she came, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave that right there because anytime I hold her, I smell that lavender, and I just want to leave it there. So, it's so cute. I bought this little tiara to go on her, but I'm thinking there's really no good place to put it. And so I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put it on her because the way she's made, I didn't realize how it was made. So there's a bit of a ridge right here, so I can't really do it on top. I could do it right behind the ridge, but then the tiara kind of hides. I think I'm just going to leave the tiara right here for decoration and then just have Miss Kitty, Miss Purdy Kitty. I can't do the. And then I opened up my last advent, and it is still got some of the yellows in it, but that is my last mini. It almost feels like the last two got mixed up because this feels like it has more yellow in it than yesterday's, which is entirely possible she did, but you know what? We'll go with it. Yeah, it feels like it should be on the other side. Isn't she adorable? Yes, Miss Purdy Kitty. I just can't get the out. She's gonna hang out with the other kitty. I'm toasty with this sweater. This is my one of a kind. It even has I don't know what side it's on. It's probably too far down. I can't show you. But there's a tag that she actually sewed into the sweater that says one of a kind on it. Even though Miss Kim over at Kim's Craft Shack shop, Miss Kimberly, she didn't create this on her own. Like, this isn't her design. It's a pattern she used to follow and make a custom sweater for me. So I just joked that I'm getting my one-of-a-kind Kimberly cardigan sweater thing top. I need to finish mine and maybe wear it next week for New Year's. I actually made the coffee this morning, y'all. Just saying, just saying. The hubster was still in bed, and I said, you know what? I know he's going to get up and make it, and I don't want to wait till he gets up, so I didn't know when he was getting up. So I went ahead and made it so that way I had a cup to have with me during this instead of having to wait in case he didn't wake up or get out of bed until after I started my live. Okay, I am going row by row and tying in my tails. So I have one more or two more to do on this row. So I'm working my way up the blanket. I'm not moving around. I'm trying to move my way up systematically so that way I know I get all my tails. And somehow I missed tying these when I joined them. So I'm going through and doing that as well. Hold on, I want to not double twist that one. Good morning, Marianne. Merry Christmas Eve. Yep, today's plans for me is just to, oh shoot, I need to go get those t-shirts put in the dryer because I washed some brand new t-shirts I got because, you know, you may not have to wash them according to Kim, but I still feel like I need to wash the clothes before, or the t-shirts before I put vinyl on them. So I washed some t-shirts that I bought to make for my husband. Well, I got one to make for my husband and one to make for an awesome subscriber on here, Melissa G. And I couldn't remember what color you told me for a t-shirt. So when I ordered one on Michael's yesterday, I went, we're going to go with this one. So I hope you like the white one I got you. I'm joking. I didn't get you white. Did not get you white. So anyway, I am so over tails on this blanket. I really wished I would have done them as I went, but at least I don't have too many. I really don't. I mean, it's, yeah. I don't remember how many rows this thing is. It's like 5 or 6 rows of colors, and the tails where I join each color in the row. So, whew, Kimberly, you made a warm sweater. About to go turn a fan on, or maybe pull my hair back. Whew. I hope you like the color I picked. I thought you had said like blue or something, but I wasn't sure. Good morning, Valerie. So I need your guys' feedback. What kinds of things do we want to do on the channel next year for 2026? Like, I know you say do what I want to do, but like, I need your feedback. You know the kinds of things I have around here. I have a knitting machines. I have a Cricut machine. I have beads. I have yarn. What do we want to do? You know, I crave your feedback. Just not white. Well, darn it. I'm going to have to take the white shirt back. No, I'm joking. I really didn't get white, I promise. I just love messing with you. Yeah, no, I have an aversion to white too. My mom got my daughter some white shorts one time, and I said, can you get her a different color? She's like, they can be washed. I just looked up and saw dust hanging from my fan. Why did I do that? Anyway, but I told my mom, she told me that they could be washed, and I'm just like, okay then. They're just gonna look like poo after about one wash. Well, I'm in my happy sweater, you know? And it's Christmas Eve. Oh, this is, I don't know, I just love Christmas. I'm looking forward to Christmas Eve service because I get to see my bestie because she's actually coming back to our church because her church that she moved to when they moved is doing their service, doing their one and only service at 6 p.m., which is when they're going to do a dinner, I believe, with their family. Either themselves or just themselves or with their family. And she's like, yeah, we're going to come up to the church to do Christmas Eve service with, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, and so I planned our church. So our church has like 3 different service times today. And then they had one last night for those that, you know, we already have plans on Christmas Eve. And so, you know, they gave you no reason not to be able to go to a Christmas Eve service. So if you had plans on actual Christmas Eve day, well, you had Christmas Eve service to be able to still have a Christmas Eve service. So, all right, on to the next one. Like I gotta do that many rows of tails. So between both of my hands, I have 2 tails per color change. So I don't have a ton. I just got to do them. I just don't want to do them. A scrappy beanbag chair. Wow, Julianne, I'm like, I did not see that soon enough with whatever that went with. So I'm like, what? What? Oh, are you going to make a scrappy beanbag? Oh, you want me to... Hold on. Rewind. I know what you mean now. For next year. You want to see a scrappy beanbag. I don't want to make a scrappy beanbag chair. I'm trying to get the beanbags out of my house, Julianne. The 2 that I have, you know, the landing pads that I have in my house. They're not beanbag chairs in my house. They're landing pads. Because we don't use them to, you know, relax in and watch TV or read books. No, we jump into them. We land on them. They are not beanbag chairs in my house. They're landing pads. I vote Julianne makes the scrappy beanbag. I don't know. I don't want to do this. Or poof. Yeah, the poof would become a projectile in my house. Gotta remember, got 2 boys. Well, I got 3 boys, but Marianne, I love that. But no. I don't want to make a beanbag chair. But I am warm. Whew. This blanket and this blanket on me. Whew. Kimberly did an amazing job at this sweater, y'all. This is a warm sweater. I've got them hiked up, and it's like a V-neck, and it's still like. Did I do this twice yet? Did you guys see me tie it twice? I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. Good morning, Jay. I know it would be hard to get up out of. I hope my mom doesn't mind cat hair and my hair in this thing because that's what she's getting. Her dogs are gonna go crazy. Like, what is this cat smelling thing you brought in our house? We do not approve. Thank you, BB. It is a Kimberly Otterson creation. Well, she made it for me. This is the birthday present she made for me back in May, or gifted to me as a birthday present. I commissioned it, but then she goes, "No, it's for your birthday." I said, "Fine. I'm gonna pay her for it." But I'm seriously about to pull my hair back. I'm like, wham. I did not think this sweater was gonna be this warm because it is very, like, it's got holes. I was actually nervous about wearing nothing underneath it, like I was gonna wear a t-shirt or something underneath it, and I tried to wear something one time and I was just like, I didn't like it, so it's gonna be worn just like this. And now that I've worn it and actually like felt how warm it is, I'm good. You're wrapping. I got all my, you know what? I was wrapping presents yesterday during Juan's Let's Chat Stitches episode, and listening to that and participating in the chat a little bit. And I got done with my wrapping well after he was done. I went another, I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour after he was over or something. I don't remember how long it took me. It was an hour and a half to wrap the rest of the presents that I had. But y'all, I wrapped my husband's presents yesterday. I got to the last one, and you know that last little bit of tape that's like around the plastic piece? I was literally like pulling that and like piecing it, and I used the very last piece of that to finish. Like, it worked out beautifully. It was like, could not have done that again. The amount of tape that I went through and was able to make it through all of my gifts, gift wrapping, to the, like, literally the last piece of tape I needed to close off his wrapping, and it was the last piece of tape. And I told him, I said, I ran out of tape right on your last present. And he goes, well, I'm gonna need tape for your presents tomorrow. I said, oh, there's plenty of tape downstairs. It's just on that one roll that I had, I literally used it to wrap everybody's presents and got through one roll of tape. And then it ran out right at the last present that I had to wrap, which is all that matters, right? You wrapped all your presents while watching Frizzy's live. Yeah. I have no more wrapping to do. Oh, and I talked to my sister yesterday. I don't talk to her very much. I will texted her. And I told her, I was like, I have a Christmas present for you. I'm probably just going to mail it to her. Because honestly, I just don't want to try scheduling a time when we come through to meet up with her. And honestly, it won't cost that much to ship it over there to her. It'll just be easier. As much as I would love to see her open it, I'm also one of those that is like, meh. You know, if I don't see her open it, it's not going to break my heart. So I know that she's going to like it regardless, because it's just, the last time I saw my sister, she was carrying around, and she's like almost 40 years old, y'all. She was carrying around a Lisa Frank bag for her purse. And I'm like, that's my sister right there. Like, her and I are so, like, when it comes to like colors and things, her and I are a lot alike. Lisa Frank was my jam too. Like, look at my colors on my sweater right now. Lisa Frank threw up on my sweater right now. Because I'm pretty sure these are all the Lisa Frank colors. The only one that might be missing is the purple. And I mean, it might be in there somewhere. You're considering, well, if you want to go, I mean, I might be you know, in the tree house watching from afar, you know, while we're traveling down to his sister's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Gosh, that's tomorrow already. I still got to figure out my stockings, because I usually just throw all the stuff in the stocking and then they just dump the stockings out and look at all the stuff they got, but I don't really wrap the stuff that goes in the stockings. I just stuff the stockings. But I'm trying to think when I want to do that, because they made mention of something about doing stockings on Christmas Eve as a tradition. I'm like, I don't know if we do that as a tradition. I can't remember last year. I think doing a Secret Santa thing next year would be fun. Whether we do like an Advent style one or just do like just getting a gift would be fun. You know, something from the heart from someone else outside of my family would be amazing. Because I would love to do the same thing back to somebody else, you know. The only thing about these tails is like I need to have my hand on the other side, but this blanket's so giant. It's like it's hard to sew these tails in because I need like my hand to be like this. I can't do that with 5 feet of blanket between. And then I'm trying not to put holes in the blanket by putting my fingers through it. Sewing tails can be very like, I don't know, I get very like this, quiet and consumed. You're already figuring it out, huh? Planning on doing an Advent for whomever I get to be Super Santa for. I know, I can't, I really can't wait for next year to do that. Like, I'm excited for that. I wish I had the bandwidth to like plan it out, you know, for my channel, but I think I'll let we'll help Frizzy out this year, and then you know we'll be able to tweak it and tune it for others. Oh, I'm so done sewing the tails in on this blanket already. I think I'm going to do this one row and be done. I'm like trying to take breaks in between a row or two of tails just because I'm getting bored. And I got other things I want to work on to get done. I will get this done. I mean, I have till literally Friday afternoon, evening. So I've got travel time. Somebody printing something? Forewarning next time. Good morning, Michael. Nice to see you again. Did you have a good conversation with Mr. Panda? I can't wait to see this kaleidoscope thing when you're done with it. It looks fun. It really does. I wish I understood Tunisian more to be able to think through stitches like you do. Like you were talking about this morning about how, you know, how they all work together and whatnot. I still don't even really understand crochet, to be honest. Because, like, I am struggling. I want to come up with a stitch sampler, but I want your guys' help, you know? Like, what stitches would look good together in a stitch sampler where, you know, I do Like, do I want to do all stitches that are 1 row repeats, or do I want to do stitches that have a couple row repeat, like a couple rows to finish the stitch? Kind of like the star stitch, or the, what is it, the marguerite stitch, where you have to go one way and then the other way to kind of make it a, or is that the jasmine? I don't know. But you know what I mean. Like, how many more tails do I have to do? There's a platform called, I think it would be too, Marianne. Be fun to do every year. Hold on, what was the question that I read? How many more tails do I have? Baby, hold on a second. Let me get to this last one and then I'll show you. It's not a ton. It's just, I'm just bored with doing it. One of the Christmas presents I wanted to do for Christmas this year didn't get done. And that was my Ruby's Dream wrap that I'm making for my cousin. All right, so I have all that done. I only have those 3 rows. So I have this row of tails, this row of tails, this row of tails, and then the end. So I've got 4 rows of tails to finish. So it's not a ton. It's just, you know, I think I'm gonna take a break from them for now, because I've done at least 2 rows so far. I'm not gonna work on the granny square pants because I need to concentrate on where to put everything with that. Working in the kitchen. Nice. Just chatting about ideas. I use him to bounce. Hey, that's what he's there for, Michael. I get it. But no, I totally understand the whole challenging yourself with the kaleidoscope thing. Like, that sounds, you know, I'm kind of that way too, you know. But I was just throwing out ideas, trying to see if maybe, you know, something I might say one thing and it might like spark an idea over here, you know, a completely different one for you. So that's all. The only reason I throw out those weird, quirky suggestion ideas. Not a lot. I know, right? I don't have a lot of tails. Thank you. This is Kimberly Otterson. She made this for me. So I have another sweater I'll probably wear next week. I would work on this if I could remember the pattern. But the reason I stopped was because I was trying to decide if it was long enough as a scarf. I feel like it needs to go longer. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I don't need it to be forever long. But this is a pattern I found off of Just Vintage Crochet. It's I think the title of this scarf was Not a Vintage Pattern or something like that. Like, it's kind of, because she's known for vintage patterns, but it's vintage inspired. It does look long enough. And so that's the thing. I was like, what do I make with the rest of it? Because there's a ton left here. And I love this yarn, y'all. I want more of the blossom cakes. Do they still make the blossom cakes? Yeah, you'll get it figured out, Michael. And trust me, it will look amazing. Nothing you have put out yet. And I'm not just saying that just to butter you up. Like, I mean it. Like, I'm very impressed at everything you've put out. Some stitches are coming out. I need to fix them. Like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of stitches I would want to put into a stitch sampler. I like this stitch that I'm doing right here. This is a linked double crochet. But it gives like a weird curling effect to it, I feel like. And y'all, Kimberly, she sent me a picture of the blanket she's making for her mom with the Elizabeth stitch in it. And it struck some inspiration in me. Like, I want to use the stitches that she used. She did a whole blanket in the Elizabeth stitch, and then she bordered it with the Alpine stitch, and it looks amazing. Is it Monique's birthday today? Or Monique's husband? Okay. Happy birthday to Monique's husband. Happy birthday to your husband. So what do I make with the rest of this yarn? Because I'm pretty much at the end of this row. I'm done with the scarf itself, and I might put some fringe on it, but even with fringe, I'll still have a lot of leftover, I think. I might be able to use up a lot of it, but not enough to, I'll still have a bunch left over, I guess. Oh my goodness. My bestie's birthday is tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow, Friday. I know 3 people now with the birthday of the day after Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. I love this yarn. And then I think I'm going to put fringe on this. I think fringe would look adorable on this, to be honest. All right, so how do I want to do this? How? I think actually the pattern might have done fringe to it, or you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I just mixed 2 blossom cakes together. It is so hard. It looks gray on the camera, but and the colors are just not. I wish the camera could show you the colors in person, but they are so pretty mixed together. Okay, so 1 whip almost finished. I was thinking about doing a Cricut thing with you guys, but again, the t-shirts aren't in the dryer, so I can't do the t-shirt. But I could cut it out and weed it while I'm talking to you. I'm trying to figure out what I could do the fringe on. I need a book or something. I try to hold on to those really stiff pieces of cardboard that I come across, and I don't know what I did with the piece that I had. Thank you, Arrow. I really like the scarf. It's made from, I don't want to pull these out, but it's the Karen Blossom Cakes. You can see the name upside down there. I'm using Tide Pool and Blossoms. The other one's Blossoms. Yep, this is a Kimberly Otterson, Kim's Craft Shack shop on Etsy. Y'all should go check out her Etsy. Oh no! I hope I froze in a decent pose. And not a... what could I use? What could I use? Because I don't need it to be very big. I just need like a 6 or 8 inch piece, right? Because then, I don't know. What could I use for fringe? I need something stiff because I don't need it to bend. Shh! Don't tell Marianne. Melissa G. Forgot her. Let me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tank. Well, I'm glad you're back. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to decide what to use. Ooh, I have a jewelry or a bead thing. And I'm live again. Yay! Oh, hold on. Ugh. I have this. I could wrap it around. It's nice and stiff. It's a bead thingamabobber. A bead organizer for when you're making stuff. I wonder how true to form that is, you know, if like an 8-inch bracelet, you know. Is that gonna be long enough? Yeah, I think so. Now, the thing is how many strands am I gonna need? Because I want a nice thick, like when I wrap it around itself, I want a nice thick round part at the top of the fringe, if you know what I mean. Like a nice little bobble without putting anything in it to make it fluff up. So I don't know how many I'm gonna need. And I took my good scissors upstairs. I lost my yellow ones and I took my other backup pair upstairs to use for gift wrapping. I'm trying not to do this too tight either. I'm gonna say that's one. How many times did I wrap that? Let's see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 strands on each side. Oh, I got a loose one right there. Eh. There we go. 3 strands per. You think just 3 of these strands? Erin, good morning. The weather decided to have mood swings, right? Melissa, don't choke on the coffee. You're not a fan of the fringe. I don't mind it. It gives me something to play with. I play with the fringe. So, like, is that too much for one strand, you think? One fringe? Or should I go less? I don't know. I'm trying to use this stuff up. Well, I can cut this and then I can always, like, use it on something else. Or another strand, I mean. Another fringe. There we go. Cut. Good morning, Sharon. Yeah, I was thinking really thick. But, like, what do I want? Do I want that thick? Or, like, because it's a thick, it's a thick one. A thick scarf. There we go. So I was thinking like that. Or should I go thinner? You know, do like 5 or 6 of these across. Maybe 7, actually. I think. This other side will stop curling in. I think big, thick fringe like that. That's what I'm thinking. I just got to figure out how many times I need to wrap it around. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking, like this. Just like that. More, okay, so more tassel-y then, yeah. A tassel fringe. But I think that would look better than just, I don't know, what do you guys think? Or should I go smaller? And do like a strand or two per stitch? What do y'all think? Because here, I can do, like, show you what it would look like if I did just one over here per strand. And of course they got off. They're uneven now when I pulled it through. Okay, so here you go. This one corner just will not stop. What do y'all think? I'm basically just pulling it through on itself. And then I'm doing it the same with the little ones. Just doing one of those, you know, like you pull it through the loop thing. So I did this piece like I did this one. A little bit. Yeah, like I did this. So I need to figure that out. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then, without cutting my fingers, snip those. Oh, I should have just done 12 because I have the 2 strands that I just cut off from the small piece. All right, so I'm going to put one in the middle. I can't remember how many across I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 or 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 15 across in stitches. So I'll put the other one on the other corner for now. And then I'll go to the middle. And then I'll go to the middle again. Man, trying to get 14 strands without losing any through there, that's a chore. Did I do it on the, oh, I did it on the right side, thank goodness. Y'all ever do fringe tassels like this where you put it on the wrong side? Yeah, I saw my thing, my stream was messing up. Is it okay now? Yep, and then I'll do one in the center, and then I'll do 2 in the center of that. I think that's what we'll do. Am I still good now? It very well could be me, Grammy Rita, not you. With my internet. All right, so 2, 4, 6. So remember 12. Ouch. 8, 10, 12. Okay, good. I don't know what's going on. I keep wanting to call it StreamYard. Restream, I've noticed it do it a couple times out of my peripheral. The little yellow box will pop up saying, connection issues. And I'm like, please stop. Okay, so the 8th one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would do 3 over. Yeah. Which way do I go through this? Hopefully I'm going the right way. Because getting all these strands through here is quite the chore. Yeah, it was probably just me. Okay, where are those at? Trying to find where these strands are at that are not pulling through. There we go. All right, so there's 3. So then I'll put 1 more in the center here and 1 more in the center here. I think that's gonna look nice. Okay. And then honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna need to go through and make sure they're even. Might just leave them all just ugh, you know. I'm still gonna have a ton of this yarn left over. 3. All right, so 2, 4, 6, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 10, 12, 14. Like I'm not counting right for some reason. Yeah, I'm just cutting fringe or tassels. I guess they're called tassels. All right, so I want to go. This one right here. mean, that's about even. I think I got it about even. It's a little hard to tell because these stitches are, you know, covering, or these tassels are covering up, so I'm having to make sure I'm going the right one. So I'll go about right there on this next one. These work up pretty quick. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Yep, finishing a whip. This one will be done. I just gotta figure out what to do with the rest of this yarn. I mean, I could try to make a beanie, maybe a chunky beanie or something. This one right here. That one did not want to work for me. And it's backwards. I went the wrong way. That's why it wasn't working for me, because it's like, excuse me, you're trying to go the wrong way. Okay. Now, see, it works so much better going the right way. It knew. It was like, you're going the wrong way. Stop, slow down. Are you sure this is the way you want to go? Okay, where's that green one at? There we go. All right. What do y'all think? Does that look finished on that side there now? I do need to go through and trim a little bit. Scarf haircut. I'm just trimming a couple. I'm not doing them all. I think that looks good. They're pretty even. I don't really need to do too much trimming. And I'll just do that on the other side. Yay! Makes me happy about this scarf now. I might actually wear it. That I actually made it for myself. Okay, to the other side. Did you? No, I did all of them with 14. I think. Don't do that to me, Marianne. Need my crazy hair. I feel so much better with it pulled back, though. Ooh, Melissa, you come visit me, and we'll go to Olive Garden. Or I'll come visit you in Florida. How's that? I got a bestie in Alabama I can see on my way through. If I was road tripping. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8. There was one I did 12 on because I already had the 2 strands cut out to show you guys the tiny fringe versus the tassel. 8, 10, 12, 14. So that might be the 112 that you heard me say because I already had 2 strands already. So I didn't need to go to 14 on that one. Good morning, Mama Swift. You missed me sewing in tails, but I had to take a break because I was getting bored. So now I'm making tassels. I'm purposely making fringe, but not micro fringe as Juan likes to do. Although I am team micro fringe because, you know, I don't like tails. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm on the right side, which I'm not. Okay, I gotta switch to the other side. I'm gonna be on this side with the so I'm gonna go from the front. No, I think I just put it in the same way again. Oh, that's right, I can stop there too. Nope, I went the wrong way again. Oh my goodness. So not this way, I need to come from the back on the scarf. I had to make sure I put that in there. Okay. Figure out how to get those in there. I need a tapestry needle. But I was just thinking, you come on up here, but then I was like, no, it's cold up here. I'll go to Florida where it's warm. Because I was like, we have an Olive Garden here. You can use it here. But then I'm like, no, we need to go where it's warm. Go where it's warm. We're going to give this, well, I was going to try to, and then it fell out of my hand. I'll give this a little bit of a trim. There we go. Just a little bit, nothing too dramatic or drastic. All right, so 1, and then just do another one. I'm making, what is this, macro fringe instead of micro fringe. I've graduated to the tassels because it's not fringe anymore. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I love how it changes, like the colors are changing when I do this. So it's keeping it nice and, you know, not all one color across all the, you know, the fringe. Like it's changing it up a little bit. Okay, so I need to come from this side, I think. Yes. Okay. I think I've got it. Just a quick little trimmy trim. Just a couple of these are a little long. There we go. Boop. Oh, I got one that's going something? Hold on, I got one being silly here. I don't know which one strand it is. There's so many here. Where is it? One of these green strands has a bump up at the top and I can't find it. I don't want to tighten it down too much because it's going to make my little bobble thing down here too small. But I don't think you can see it. Your rice pudding is done and it's yummy. I put pineapple tidbits in it along with the raisins. I wish I had some cashew pieces. I could leave without the cashews. Ices. Give me the Judgy McJudgy face because I'm not giving him any. Is he being Judgy McJudgerson? Huh? He's like, excuse me. What in the world was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I just love all the colors in these. Okay, guys, get those brain cells working. What can I make with the rest of this yarn? Because there's enough left to make at least probably a beanie or two. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What could I make? Should I make a beanie? I wonder if I could make a beanie, figure out how to do the stitches that they used. Got another one doing the same thing. Where are you at? There you are. Found you. Found another one that's doing it. Come on now. It's always the green ones. Misbehaving. There we go. Got it. Got it. Oh, I got a factory knot in one of them. Do you guys see that? I might just have a short purple one there because I think I'm going to cut that out. That's funny. It'll just have to, it'll hopefully be hidden in there where you can't see it. Sounds like somebody's running a weed eater outside. That's what I was thinking, Lisa. I was like, could I attempt the same stitch pattern? I don't know though, because this right here is really thick. I don't know if I want that. What I might try to do is like maybe do a link double crochet one. Okay, I'm gonna go investigate something real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna open the door and see what's outside. It must be a noise from inside because I don't know. I don't see anything out there and it's quiet out there. Oh, what I was thinking, Lisa, now that you say that, I can make something very similar. But what I might do is do the Elizabeth stitch, which is a smaller version kind of whatever. I can't remember what this was. It's some sort of puff stitch. I can't remember. It's been a hot minute since I did it. But I could do the Elizabeth stitch, which is a mini bean, basically. don't know if it's something there's something rustling around me or something. Just keep hearing this sound. Hopefully there's no mice in our walls again. Shouldn't have any mice issues because I think we took care of that. 6, 8. See, now I got like these whites and grays, or these grays in here. 10, 12, 14. Yeah, I'm thinking I could do a beanie with the Elizabeth stitch and then do the link double crochet with it and get the same similar effect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I have 6 in between. Y'all are so funny. They're coming down to get tape.
You know what? Any tape we get? I'm just gonna put that.
Make an ear warmer instead of a beanie. We need to give this side eye. I love these tassels on here. It's really made it. It's exactly what it needed to feel complete. Like it just didn't feel like it was finished. Like it was done lengthwise, but it just didn't feel, you know. Ah! All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Jewelry thing, who knew? Multi-purpose. Who knew that when they designed that it would be used as that too? I could do ear warmers, I suppose. The laser stare. Well, what do you call the stare you get from a cat where they're just like, they don't even blink. They barely move a muscle, and then you got the little tail doing this. What do you call that? The planning the world's demise stare. Somehow, I managed to get one of my strands really long, a couple of my strands long. All right, there's the tasselage at the other end. The tasselage. I don't think I need to trim anything. It looks all pretty even for the most part. I mean, it's got a little eh. All right, so Scarfie's done. Now I need to make a matching something or other. Or I don't even have to make a matching anything, but I just figured, you know, oh my gosh, that's really soft. The fringe. The tassels. It's nice and thick. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna finish it. I was wanting to. Seriously, it's like one of those like noises that you hear like like when the smoke detectors are going off, you hear it and then it goes away, and it's like, where's it coming from? The laser stare, it's the evil glare. I'm going to kill you. All right. So I'm going to start with 12. Oh, you know what? I might go a little longer since it's a not normal day. Who's up for another half an hour? Three, 4, 5, 6. Good morning, Jan. 7, 8, 9. Let me see if I can find the, remember 9. Remember 9, y'all. I want to find the not vintage scarf from just vintage crochet. Yeah, there we go. It is literally non-vintage. Okay, so here's the link. Share. And she does put fringe on hers. She does it differently. I put tassels, she put fringe. So she put like one or two strands per little thing. Thank you. You can stay another half an hour. Why not, right? All right, so here's the non-vintage scarf from Just Vintage Crochet.
Just so you know, you're not allowed upstairs for a few minutes till they've been wrapping one of your things.
I'm gonna be on till 9:30 at least, so.
Okay, because they're like, make book room at the stairs so mom can't cook.
I'm not gonna come look. No, Kim. There's another another subscriber that you'll see around on the YouTube streets. Her name is Kim. You'll see her @ handle is Kim's Craft Shack Shop, I think. But she was, before they all changed the names and things, Kimberly Otterson, and she made it for me. I commissioned her to make a, as you call it, jumper sweater for myself, and she ended up giving it to me for my birthday this year, back in May. So 9, I remembered. 9, 10. I'm going with the same crochet hook that I did the scarf in because I figure why not? It gives that, squishiness. See, now I talked and now I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Well, I'll stay on longer as long as y'all want to stay here and hang out. Like, I'm trying to design a beanie, maybe, to go with my scarf that I just finished. So I did the magic ring and I did 12 double crochet. Well, I started with a stack single crochet and then 11 double crochets after that to make a total of 12. And then I'm going to join with a slip. It's almost like the voice of the TV is bouncing off somewhere in here, and that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like this sound. Yay, good morning, Penny Shrum. Okay, so we're going to do 2. I'm going to do a stack single crochet and then another double in the same stitch. I think I'm only going to go to 50. Is it? No, 48. 60. I don't know. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets in every stitch around. So if you guys want to make a beanie with me, I started with 12 double crochets in the center. I'm using 2 4/8 and a 9mm. 2 Karen Blossom cakes. Did y'all answer me earlier? Do they still make the Blossom cakes? I don't think it's a mouse, so it's because when I sit here and I get quiet and I try to listen to it, it sounds like the voices on the TV upstairs. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just how it's bouncing around in here because I can hear it now. I think that's what it is. It's just I think because we move things around and it just changed the way all the noises bounce around. So if you guys want to make a beanie with me, if you're just hanging out with me, I'm doing, okay, so I did 12 double crochets in the magic ring. Well, I did a stack single crochet and then 11 more doubles. And then I'm doing 2 in every stitch right now for 24. I know with it being a chunkier yarn, I don't have to increase as far. I'm just trying to figure that out as I'm doing this. It was kind of cute. Only when you yell. They're like, my husband's like, shut your mouth. I didn't hear what the kids said. All I heard was what my husband said. And so I said, when you yell, I can hear. I have a gremlin. I sure hope I don't. I'm just making sure. Okay, I don't have anything playing. Okay, we're good. 10 more thummies. Isn't that cool looking? I love this yarn. It does have a little bit of like holes where, you know, you're putting your stuff in there, but I think it adds to it and it gives you a little ventilation. All right, so then for the next round, we're going to do a stack single crochet. Anybody writing this down for me? Because I'm making this up as I go. All right, so stack single crochet, and then I'm going to do another one in there. I'm going to do it backwards. And then I'm going to do 1. And then I'm going to do 2. Just to change it up. Why not? And then 1. And then 2. Because you can actually do that and help the circle stay circle. And then 1. And then 2. You can't wear them. You can gift them. Think of it as giving it away, making it for someone else. I mean, all I have left today is to finish the last little bit of tails on my mom's blanket and then hopefully maybe get a t-shirt made for my husband to put in his stocking stuffer, and then my daughter's pants. And then I still want to make a darn shrug thingy. What is it? A Tinka? I have it written down somewhere. Melody Yarn Tinka. I need to make that shrug that Melissa recommended and made herself and looked really super cute in it. But honestly, actually, I showed my daughter the picture of the one that Tank made and then the one that Melissa recommended. I think she actually wants the one that Tank made. So Tank, I might need you to tell me what stitches you used in yours and figure out how to make that. She might like that one. I don't know. Okay, Marlene. Winter. Hello, KK. Look, I'm designing another beanie on the fly. So right now I'm on the 3rd round of increase. So I'm doing 2 and then 1, 2, then 1, 2, then 1. I will say that beanies that go out to 60, at least the ones that Juan has made, those always are, I always have to stop at the round before that for me. Or no, I have to go down a hook size. I have to go to a 5.5 instead of a 6 to make them fit, the 60 rounds fit. What's the average diameter of a circle for the top of a hat? Because I don't have to increase this much more. I think I just need to go 1 more round and it'll be increased enough. What is the pattern for this? I don't know. That you're gonna have to ask him. I'll have to ask her which pattern she used. She made this. It looks like it's fairly simple too. Like it looks like it's the like 2 pieces that she seamed. I can't even get my finger in the right spot. She seamed right here, and then right here, and then added the arms, the sleeves, and the cuffs, and then there is ribbing around the bottom there. So you know what this might be? The Merry Christmas beanie. I don't know. I need something that's not necessarily a Christmas beanie, you know, but it was designed and created around Christmas, so that's what I'm trying to be like. I need a good name for this. 7 to 7.5 inches. Okay. Well, I will measure after this round to see how close to 7 to 7.5 we are. So as long as we're in between there, we'll be fine. All right. So this should be a round of 36 when I'm all said and done. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the end. So we repeat the 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around. It should be 36. And then I slip into the end, the first stitch, the top of the stack single. Winter beanie. All right, I'm currently at 6 inches. So if I do 1 more round, I'll be at about 7-ish. Yeah. So we'll do 1 more round. So for this round, I chain 1, do a stack single back into the same stitch that I slipped into. And then I'm going to do 1 in the next one. And then 2 in the next one. So 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2. We're going to repeat 1 double or 1 1 so 1 1 2 1 1 2 is what we're going to do for our increase for a total of 48. I'm assuming 1 1 2. Measure across to your wrist, crochet to the halfway mark and leave 40 stitches for your neck. Then I gathered and sewed ribbing for cuffs. Don't slide it either. No, the shrug one with the cuffs at the end, I think. I just need to know what stitches you used, because I like the way yours looked. Do I need to move it for you? 1 1 2. Oh, there you go. My husband thought it was funny or weird to buy me a like a cleaning appliance type thing for Christmas, to give me as a Christmas gift. I said, but it's what I want, you know, like it's what I want for Christmas. Like I want that for Christmas. Like I'm asking you. Double crochets. I am doing double crochets. Sorry. So 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 on this round 3. So I'm just increasing right now. So nothing too fancy schmancy. I can't get the right thing out. 1 1 2. Should have a total of 48 after we're done with this, if I am counting right. Because you usually increase by 12 with beanies, typically. I mean, I know there's some that you do a little bit differently. Like, I've noticed with half double crochets, I feel like I tried to design one with a half double in the center, and you have to do like 9 instead of 12 because 12 just doesn't quite work right for half doubles. I don't know, it's weird. And so you got to go do 9 and then 18, and then I think it goes up by 9s. I don't remember. Fiber stuck on my nose. You usually do 7.5 to 8 for top down beanies. All right, so anywhere between 7 and 8 should be a good size. I don't think I have a big head. So if I were to wear it, it needs to be, I think, between 7 and 7.5, if I had to guess. This feels huge though already. 1 1 2. All right. So I want to do the Elizabeth stitch, and which is just a mini bean. I think you just do the yeah. And then the link doubles. Well, hold on. The Elizabeth is a mini bean, so it's a single crochet height. It's almost between a single and a half double crochet height. But I think that would work with the linked double. 1 1 2. Well, he can always get you that and something he thinks is more. Well, he didn't want to do anything until I was like, well, I kind of want to open presents. Is that me being selfish? I don't know. I feel bad making people get me things. Not making them, but asking them. You know, like, it just feels weird. I don't know why. But then I've also been taught that, you know, oh, wow, my brain just went blank. That I shouldn't complain about what what am I trying to say here? Like, I have enough. Like, I don't need things, you know, but I don't know, I just would like to open gifts. I want, you know, and so instead of having them think about what to get me, I was like, here, I gave you ideas. This feels huge. Why do beanies feel so big until you put them on and that's like, oh, okay, well, that fits better than I thought it would. All right, so 1 1 2 1 1 2 all the way around with a slip stitch to the top of the first stitch, which is the stacked single. When I lay it, it lays nice and flat, and I'm at 7.5 inches. Yeah, okay. All right, so here is where we're gonna go. All right, so we are gonna do, okay, do I wanna do link doubles first or the puffy Elizabeth stitch first? I think I might do the puff. So the Elizabeth stitch so here, let me describe it as I'm doing this, so if somebody is writing it down. Hello, Melissa H. Melissa H. Melissa H. So I got Melissa G. I got Melissa H. poncho. All right, so I chained one for my next round, and then I'm going to go into that first stitch that I slipped into, like a single crochet, draw up a loop, yarn over my hook, go back into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. So you're gonna have 4 loops. I'm double stranding, so I have 8 technically, but 4 loops. You yarn over and go through all 4, chain 1, skip 1, and then you do the same thing again. You do like a single crochet, pull up your loop, yarn over, go back into the stitch, pull up a loop for 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 4, chain 1, skip, and just keep repeating that around. So you insert your hook, skip 1, insert your hook into the next, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, going back into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 4, chain 1, skip, and repeat. I have to remind myself not to yarn over before I initially go in, so I only yarn over the one time to go back into the stitch, if that makes sense. Because I naturally want to do like a half double crochet, but I'm kind of starting with a single crochet. But it just makes a nice little puff. It's a quick and easy one. Which poncho, Tank, did you? I'm sure you shared it. I'd love to see it again, or remind me which one it was. I can go look for it. I'm curious. Curious. I'm going to pick up food from the Chinese. I know, she's going to have us all eating at Chinese buffets on Christmas. Oh my gosh, I wish the Karen cakes were not so expensive, because I want more of these blossoms. They're so, I love the way that the yarn looks. It's different. It's almost like it's chain spun or something. Like it's tubular. It's interesting looking. I should have counted how many stitches I had before I went into my Elizabeth stitch here. Pretty sure it's called the Elizabeth stitch. It's just like a little mini bean. You sent the picture to the Discord. Oh yes, that is so pretty, Tank. So that concept of how you did your poncho with the 4 squares like that, that's the kind of poncho I want to make. But I'm trying to figure out what squares I want to do. Right now, I'm doing a square where it's Creation by Jax. She did the Spike-tastic Granny square. Screen share. Wait, no. Yeah, here we go. Share. Can you guys see that? That's Tank's poncho. I know, right, Marianne? She's just going to have us all eating at Chinese buffet over the next couple days. I wish you all the best, Jan. I really do. All right, how do I... There we go. Yeah. So that style of poncho is what I'm trying to make my own of with different squares. Like the color changes on this. I wish y'all could see this. Like it's just... I hope this stitch even works. Y'all, I might even have to like... Do I do it in every stitch? I thought I skip a stitch. Because I chain 1 after. Oh my gosh. None of my stitch dictionaries have this stitch in it, at least called the Elizabeth stitch, so I don't even know if I'm doing this right now. I feel like it's I think you skip one in between as you go across. But it's like an any stitch count, multiple. Oh, Tank, I love boho. I love that. I don't know if I did this right around. I have a feeling I messed up this stitch. I don't know. It's kind of a mossy stitch, a granite linen stitch, I guess you could say. So I'm going to chain one. No, well, Margaret, I hope you have a good rest and a good Christmas Eve. I might have to turn and go back, and because it works into the space. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I did something wrong with this stitch. No. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so I'm doing the Elizabeth stitch into the space of the chain one, back the other way. So basically I turned and I'm going back the other way, doing the Elizabeth stitch into the chain one space. Does that make sense to anybody? What I'm saying? Because how I'm saying is almost how I'm going to write it. I think this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Now I got that song stuck in my head. All I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus. No rhinoceroses. Only hippopotamuses will do. That's for you, Grammy Rita. Can't go a day without that song. Sorry. You've never done the Elizabeth stitch. I don't know. Have you ever done a mini bean puff thing? A mini bean? It's called a mini bean, I think. It's literally so I'm going to go, so the space right here, this is the chain one space. I'm like going to go in with my hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, go back in, draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through those 4 loops, chain one. That's it. And then you move on to the next one. Oopsie daisies. You just keep doing that around. So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but you know what? I'm making it up as I go. So it's my own design, right? What I'm hoping is that the stitch comes out with all the colors that you see in the yarn there. See the stitch work that I'm doing right here? Ooh. Love you. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm going to have a hippopotamus for Christmas next year. I'm going to have a hippopotamus sitting somewhere behind me. Maybe I should call myself J... No. Instead of JBs, I'm trying to think. J Hippo Crochet. So, who here has heard the inspiration behind my name? Where does JB's come from? It's very unique. I will say that. Which is the inside? Which is the, I think this is the outside. So I'm working with the inside right in. I'm working with the outside facing out. Well, so this puff stitch, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm doing this one in particular correct. So I don't know if I'm doing it because it ends with a single crochet, but with the way that this works, I can chain one and slip into the beginning of the round. And so that's what I did instead of ending with a single crochet and then turning. So I did turn on this. Man, a lot of you knew. I wasn't sure if there was any new people here that hadn't heard it yet. So my kids, I have 3 children. They are ages 14, 12, and 8. And I have the 14-year-old is my daughter. And then the 2 younger ones are boys. So my oldest daughter starts with a B. And my 2 boys' names both start with J's. So J-A-I is the pronunciation of the letter J. Or it's another way of spelling the word J, like J-A-Y, like a jaybird. Or jaywalking, you know. Is a beanie the same as a beret? No. I think the difference between the difference, so beanies sit nice and flat to your head and just come down past your ears, right? A hat flips up and you have like a flip up rim. And then a beret has more of a slouchy kind of look to it. Pie, tisk, tisk. She didn't want it to be seen. She's like, nope, can't see it. All right, so I'm repeating row 2 where I chained 1, turned, and then I went back. I'm going back into the chain 1 space again and doing the puff stitch. We're just going to call it a puff stitch. We're trying to mimic a little bit of the scarf here. They like to paw at the screen. So what you're saying, Frizzy, is, I don't have a long enough string to do it. Dang it. Actually, hold on. You're saying don't do this. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Look at the string. Come get it. Come get it. You've seen both hats and beanies called. I know, me too, but I've noticed, at least I'm getting it from other people. At least with Juan, he calls them hats and beanies separate. So I don't know. I call the beanie with the brim a beanie too. So I'm just repeating the second round of puff stitches. How many rounds of puff stitches do we want to do? So there's 3 so far. So in the scarf, I had 1, 2, 3 rows of the puffy stitches, but there's also like a stitch between them that makes another kind of similar puff. It's more of just a cluster though, like a granny cluster. That's all it is, a granny cluster. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I like this stitch, this puff stitch. I'm trying to decide how many rounds of this I want to do. Do 3, 5, I don't know. Right now I'm on round 3 of it. Man, I don't want to get off. I want to finish this beanie with you guys. If anybody has to leave, by all means, please, you know, don't. I can't stop you, obviously, but don't feel bad if you have to go do other things and not sit here and watch me finagle with this thing. But it's Christmas Eve. We're just hanging out, having fun, crocheting. Oopsies, don't want to do that yet. All right. I will say that this does work up pretty quick, this puff stitch. Especially when you're going chunky yarn. So like you could do this with, you know, I'd love to see somebody make it with 1 strand and see what it does. You know, because I'm pulling 2 together. And so a solid may look completely different. So how many should I do? 3 and go to my linked doubles now, and then do some more of the puffs? What do y'all think? You made an entire chunky market bag with one of my kids. That's so funny. What do y'all think? I mean, the first round of puff, you can't really, I mean, I had to put it into that. It's a little different. The first round of the puff doesn't really stand out very well. The other 2 have more of a diagonal, where the first round just kind of is straight. Should I do 1 more round of the puff and then do it? I don't know. Do I want to do 4 rounds though? I gotta remember that whatever I do, oh, that's cute. Whatever I end up doing, I don't have a whole lot of space left. So maybe I should go to the link double. All right, so I'm going, well, so it has 3, okay, let me show you, Marianne. It's hard to, so it has 3 rounds of the puff, but there's these granny square clusters between them, between each row. So that's, I'm trying to make this go with it, but like not identically, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to go to the link double and see what happens. All right, so I chain 1. I'm going to do a stacked single crochet into that first stitch that I slipped into, which is the top of the puff. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to chain up 2, 3, and then I'm going to go into the bump of the second chain, draw up a loop, no, sorry, chain up 2. Gosh, sorry. Chain up 2. I'm going to do what I just said. I'm trying to remember how they did this first link double crochet. So I'm going to go into the bump of the first chain, pull up a loop, go into the top of the puff, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. I feel like I needed chain 3 there. Nah, it'll be fine. All right, and then I'm just going to do a link double crochet for a total of 48 all the way around, and we're going to go into the top. Oh wait, no, I turned, didn't I? And I'm going back the other way. No, I didn't turn. I kept it the same way. I didn't turn. So the outside is the outside, and what you want to do is go into the stitches and the chain of the chain 1 space from the puff, if that makes sense. You don't want to go into the chain space. You want to go into the actual chain, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to do the link double crochet all the way around for a total of 48. The link double is a little difficult to explain in words for me. The hat is looking good. Well, I'm going to try. I mean, I'm going to keep going because I want to get a lot of this done so that way you guys can see it. And then, because I know not everybody is in the Discord, and it's going to be like, I mean, I could share it on my channel, I suppose. I could do a short video of it, do a shorts video. So those of you that follow me, that come here on the live, can see what this looks like when it's done. So I don't have to finish it here. I think it's gonna, you know, if I were to have started this at the beginning of the live, I probably would have been able to finish the whole beanie, because I don't think this beanie would take very long if I was to work on it with without having done anything else. I think this would take you an hour or 2 at the most to complete on your own. So I'm going to do 3 rounds of the linked double crochet, I believe. I think I'm just going to keep it odd numbers, because odd numbers just, you know, there's just something about odd numbers that work. And then I'll do 3 more rounds of the puff, depending on how long it is. And then what I'll probably do is so I'm trying to think ahead so that way if it doesn't work, I can maybe change my mind. But what I'm thinking for the brim is to do a round of single crochets just to give it a clean, flat look on the bottom. And yes, I love the crab stitch, but doing it in the forward way, where I actually learned a way to do it where you don't have to twist the yarn or the hook, where you don't have to go like this. All you do is you do this with the yarn. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And I think Spring the Fiber Enthusiast is where I learned that crab stitch variation, where I'm like, hallelujah. I still have a ton of this yarn left, y'all. I'm going to get a beanie and a scarf out of 2 cakes. A beanie and a scarf out of 2 cakes with still, well, I mean, yeah, probably going to get this whole beanie out of here. Kimberly, looky what I'm wearing. Don't get your puff and your bump confused. And it's very warm. I had actually wanted to wear something underneath it because of just, you know, but honestly, you can't see through it and it is very warm. I had to pull my hair back. I was getting hot. Although my temperature is regulating the other way now to where I'm getting cold. So I need to let down my hair. Oh, the puff worked up way faster than this link double crochet. But I want to have at least a round or two in it. You know what I might actually do? I might do 2 rounds of the link double crochet and do 3 more rounds of the puff. Okay, Miss Kimberly, you are the one that did this, the Elizabeth stitch. Is it the puff, chain 1, skip 1, puff, chain 1, skip 1, puff, chain 1, skip 1, puff? Right? And then it ends with a single crochet at the end of the row. Well, my hat is not ending with a single crochet. It's just continuing. Maybe, if I have enough. I actually felt the green one just a minute ago, and I'm like, well, maybe. I might get the beanie out of it, and that is about it. The beanie and the scarf. So Kimberly, I finished a scarf. I didn't finish, I worked on it many weeks ago, and I finally finished it, and I put some tassels on it. And so now I'm trying to make a matching beanie. This is not my pattern. This is. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hugs. Feel it? Do you feel it? I'm hugging you. Oh, that sucks. I know that feeling. We lost my mother-in-law in May, the day after my birthday. So it's weird thinking of her being gone.
It's a rash of breakdowns on our road here.
Sounds like someone's broke down in front of our house again. We had a lady run out of gas right in front of our house. Run out of gas. And the guy that came to help her acted like he had done this before. Like, woman, stop running out of gas. You could tell he was annoyed. His body language just spoke annoyance after she got her fuel. I mean, nobody was moving in there for a while, so I was like, well, maybe we should go check on him just to make sure, you know, that something's not medically wrong. And my husband went out there and checked, and it was a young lady, ran out of gas, just broke down. But thankfully, there was nothing medically wrong or anything. But I was just like, maybe we should go check just because we haven't seen any movement. So, and they had been sitting there for a long time, for like 15, 20 minutes. So it got concerning. So we wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure nothing was wrong. All right, coming up. I need to count these link double crochets to make sure I have 48. Yeah, I know, Tank, but we had to make sure, you know, we couldn't let it sit and be like, okay, if there's something medically wrong and they're just sitting out there, you know, having issues, I don't want something bad happening. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48. I got 40. Yeah, that's the first time I've counted to make sure I had 48. Okay, so I slipped to the very first top of the link double crochet. So I'm thinking one more round of the link double crochet and then switch back to the puff for a little bit, because I don't have too many more rounds before it, so another round of link double crochets will be right about here. And this very puffy hat. And then I should have 3 rounds of the puff come past my ear with a round of single crochets. I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, so a lot of times people, when they break down in front of our house, we let them be, because my husband doesn't want to, have any dealings with weirdos. But because they've been sitting there for like so long and nobody had seen any movement in the car for a while, we wanted to make sure that they weren't like having an issue, like a medical emergency, So, and it worked out that it was a lady, and I think there was a kid in the car too, so. So, all right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I don't want to spend all day on here. But there is the start of the beanie. And like I said, I will take a picture. I'll take pictures and video and put a shorts up of it to see it finished. And then I will go back and write it all down. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Another round. I think I'm just going to do 2 rounds of link doubles. I'm going to see what it looks like after 2. And then do the 3 rounds of the puff. Or maybe I'll do 3. I don't know, 3, 3, and 3. I just have to kind of watch the length of it. And then do the border like I was talking. So, ooh, 79. Yeah, my mother-in-law was 62. She was not very old either. 79, I think. I mean, it's not young, but it's not old. I don't know. You can still be young at 79. I mean, look at Melissa. She's 99. So, Melissa, I mean, she jumps on the trampoline at 99. She takes her grandkids to Busch Gardens at 99. She gets down on the floor and builds train tracks with her grandkids at 99. But either way, Kim, I'm just trying to make light of the situation for you. I know it's rough, but no. I wish I could give you a big old hug right now. And the kitty cat. Finished him yesterday. He's so cute. So, yeah, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to finish this beanie, get my daughter's pants sewn together eventually. Hopefully get them to her for Christmas tomorrow. If not, she'll get them this week around Christmas. It's a Christmas present that'll be received within either the day of or the day after or something like that. I know, you are amazing at 99. So, yes, have a fantastic Christmas Eve, y'all, and I wish you the very best, loving hugs, Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys back here on my channel Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. Central as usual, and we should go the whole week as normal, as scheduled. So you guys have a safe, as healthy as you can be, and very, 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 very Merry Christmas. And know you are all worth something to somebody. You are somebody to somebody. I love Missy and that thing that she has. And yes, have a great day, guys, and I will see y'all after the weekend. Bye. I don't want to leave, but bye.